Uh, what are we looking at here? Let's see. There we go. What is up, everybody? Testing that audio real quick. All right, we're good to go. All right, so Endura has been dropping crazy items, you know, like item after item and everything like that. Not for nothing, but a lot of good stuff has been coming out, and I've been obviously checking it out and throwing in orders. This order took a long time to get to me. I was having issues with it. Didn't think I was going to get it this weekend, but it wound up coming in today, exactly like 4 hours ago or something like that. So I wasn't 100% if I wanted to make this video or whatever. But moving forward, let's go ahead and get into it and talk about it. So this is my IR40. Whoop, shaky. This is the IR40 Dually Build that I made. You know, whatever. So I've been using this truck a lot because I've been noticing that the capabilities of it have been just really been there. I put the truck together just because I wanted a dually truck. I didn't think it would be able to accomplish half of the stuff that it accomplishes. So I'm really washed out. My bad. There we go. So like I said, it's been accomplishing a lot of different things and everything. I ain't doing nothing that light. All right, we're going to turn that one back on. We'll just turn it down. Whatever, I gotta have to get another light. So it's been accomplishing a lot, okay? It's been performing way over what I expected of it. And then on top of that, I'm just trying to get this light down so I could get this on here, show you guys. All right, so originally I had these tires on there, which these are Endura crawler tires. These are 62 by 24, as you can see right there. And then it says all terrain. So I put these on there figuring that, you know, all these will be good enough. I don't really need to go crazy putting real rock crawler tires on this vehicle because it's not going to be able to be capable of doing, you know, a lot of things that the other trucks will be able to do, the other trucks that I'm setting up and everything like that. So again, beyond expectations. This thing has just been performing way beyond expectations. So definitely custom tweaks here and there because of the dual axle in the back and everything. It makes the truck a lot heavier. So to counterweight just to have the dual axles in the rear, to counterweight that, I put a lot of work into the front of this vehicle and everything. So wound up having to switch these out. One, because the way they leaned, I didn't like the way the tires were looking and everything like that. They were leaning out on the sides. Performance-wise, these were pretty decent, but they did have a lot of slip, more slip than I wanted and everything. I've had these tires for a long time, and they've been on another dually build of mine, and I just been appreciating these tires more and more lately. So let's get a light on these. I'll show you guys which one of these. These are the crawler tires, and they're rock terrain from Endura. And these are going to be 64 by 24. All right. So really unique tires, looking tires and everything like that. Still rocking the Mofo purple. I think they're called Island Style or something like that, or they're just one-up wheels, I believe they're called. And then I have all the brass that you could throw in the front of this thing. As you can see, the extra extended new brass clips from Endura and everything, and then everything is just crazy heavy in the front. So like I said, it's just been performing beyond expectations and everything like that. So now, the motor-wise, the Endura motor, the small one, it was working, but as I kept adding more and more weight, it would show its weaknesses and everything. It was trying to perform as much as it could. And then I had this little guy in there with it, and it was performing above what I thought this would be able to do with this truck and everything. So then I seen the 370 motor from Endura come out with that big transmission, and I was like, oh man, I could drop that in there. Got the 370 motor. I could drop that in there, and the transmission almost looks like it could fit the FuriTech motor. So this is the FuriTech motor, and I have it still out and everything. And I was like, oh man, that could fit, you know? So I got it. Didn't think about the pinion gear until it came in, and I was like, oh man, the pinion, you know, it won't work. So the pinion on the 370, I didn't even attempt to put it on here because I believe the diameter of this centerpiece is just way bigger. Then next thing I know, a month later or 2 months later, Endura comes out with this thing. All right, it's basically the same motor, and I was excited. I was like, oh, I gotta get my hands on it. But then they didn't release the speed controller until a month after they dropped this, or a couple weeks after they dropped this. So I've been dying to get this motor, but if I got the motor, I didn't have nothing to control it really. I wanted this setup because I got this setup in my other IR40 build, and I like it. So finally got that up and going. So with that being said, that's basically what I'm going to be doing on this video, is tearing out the transmission, getting that 370 motor out of there, and putting this in here and everything. And then if we get to it, or if I get to it, I want to change this skid plate in the front. So if I switch over to the overhead, get some zoomage. There we go. So you can see the skid plate has been taking a beating, an abuse. And I'll be honest with you, these two little pegs right here, I do not recommend this skid plate if you're going to be serious about, you know, just trying to get over anything that you possibly can. Do not buy this from Endura if that's what your desire is. This thing bent out and almost broke off. Like, that's how strong the truck is, and it still doesn't have the brushless motor in here. These bent, it was literally sitting out like this. That's why it's so easy to bend out this way. And it was just waiting to scoop something else and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to take this off and put it on another build, something that's not going to go crazy. And as you can see, the middle skid plate took a lot of hits too and everything. The back skid plate was all right. But what am I going to use now to change these out? Because I want skid plates on this truck because it's very, very wide because of these extension things. So you can see where the knuckles are here, and then it just spreads out and everything. So I definitely wanted protection. I thought this would be good because this actually protects the axle a little bit right there. So if let me hold it right side up so you guys can see. So you see these little plates that come out and protect the axle a little bit. I thought that was cool for this truck, but I didn't think of anything with this part right here. So it doesn't protect anything like that. So what was I gonna do there? I found the solution, and if we get to that, we get to that. So if anybody's seen the last live, we had an issue with the servo. We got the servo working again and everything like that, but we're gonna be basically taking this bad boy apart and getting this motor servo combination in. Before we get to that, let me turn on my phone and try to get the live stream up on my phone, just in case if somebody writes, you know, it is a live stream. Oh, I got 4 people watching. What's up, everybody? Super one-handed. Tires needed. Some dirt on them. They have it. They got dirt. I don't know if it's not. Oh, hold on. Let me switch over to the camera. Is that zoomed all the way in? Yep, that's zoomed all the way in. I've been using them, not dirt, but rock, sand, I guess you could say, or dust and everything. All right. So Peter, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Super one-handed, what's up? Classic crawlers, what's up? What's up, Urban? My IR40 build has been sitting unfinished. I've been, let me get this on my face because everybody else is reading the thing. I've been working out of town for 3 weeks, but I've got to complete it. I have all the parts, just need to not be lazy. Yeah, I get that. Are the wheels 1.3? No, the wheels are not 1.3. These are oh man, get some light on this thing. Back it up, back it up, back up the thing. These are Mofo. You can see it right there, that little white print. These are Mofo 1-up wheels, if I'm not mistaken. So they're regular 1-inch rims, and the tires are regular 1-inch Enduro tires as well. His wheels at the Mofo ones. Oh, yep. All right, cool. So I got the messages up and running. We're gonna rip this thing out. Before we do that, let's open this up and see what's inside this bad boy. Because I did the video already on the ECU with the motor that comes with the small one. That was in the other Enduro, the other IR40 that I built. So we're gonna get this one open. I had a couple of comments. A guy was like, "Oh, I never seen anybody show you how to cut open a box before," and you know, I just like to be thorough, just to let you smartasses know. No, I'm just kidding. I can't believe you left the comment like that. Oh, because I didn't know how to open a box. I don't know what you know how to do, man. I was trying to help you out. You know, you want to take it that way, you can take it that way. But all right, so let's get this bad boy open, and we already know what this is. You get the warning sticker here to set the trim to 0%. And we get the Enduro MBL32. This thing's out of stock or unavailable right now. They don't put out of stock, they put unavailable. Which I think that means that they're still putting them together, they're just not shipping at that moment. So we're gonna put this in upside down, set that to the side. The Traxxas axle covers is what I'm gonna go with eventually when I get to that. What is the difference between the two motors? The two big motors or the 370? I'm just gonna assume you mean either or. So the 370 is a regular brush. This is brushless. This one is the 24 kV. The other one is a 2000 kV. Those are the differences. What's the difference between this motor and the smaller motor? I believe it's just the kV capacity or something. Not 100%. We can check it on the computer. I could go check it on the computer in a second, and we'll see what's up. Yes. So you said yes. So I'm assuming you mean between the two big ones. Between the two big ones, it's just the kV, in my opinion. I was trying to figure that out too. I was trying to figure out, which one would have more torque. Because I want torque. I want a lot of torque for this rig because it's heavy and everything like that. So I wanted the more torque and everything. So out of the research that I did, they said that just because it has a lower kV, like if you have a brushed motor, the low turns equal more torque in retrospect, I believe it is. But that's not the same case for the brushless motors. The torque is measured differently. It's within the kV, but less kV doesn't necessarily mean more torque. So I was like, yo, whatever, I'm gonna get the top end kV. So I got the 24 kV and everything. As you can see, it's labeled right there. All right, Fat Viper is what we're looking at right here. And either which way, I believe either motor would have worked. And there's a big difference between the center shaft on this motor and the center shaft on the Fury Tech Kimoto. What is that? Was that the Kimoto? Yeah. So this is 1400 kV, so this motor should be way stronger than this one. All right. They're about the same size, but the centers are definitely, this one's bigger. Yeah, you can tell. Look at the center right there. Definitely bigger. So that was why I wanted to sneak this into this transmission because it looked like it would fit and everything. And I was like, how cool would that be? I'd have the first brushless motor on this big transmission and whatnot. But it didn't work. And then I was scared to try the actual pinion gear that it comes with. I have the set. I have the set up you already have in it, but I'm gonna go with some route. But I'm gonna go the same route you are and move the brush ECU over to the TRX-4M IR40. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking about, I don't know what I want to do with my truck. Because the truck is still looking stock and everything. So I don't have the F-150, I have the S10, the C10 and everything. I did put the rims on from Endura, but these are the conversion centers that allow you to use the same tires that actually come with the truck. So these are the Mickey Thompsons that come with the truck and everything. That's the only thing that I changed on this truck. Everything else is the same. I ran it on my little makeshift course, which the video is going to be dropping on Monday about my makeshift course and everything. And I'm noticing stuff right now on this thing. It really scratched up these rubber pieces. I took a lot of chunk out of them. I'm trying to get it into the right position. So you can see the damage on the lower links, and then that band on the thing. I know there's things that we could do to it to get it so I make sure that those don't fall off and everything like that. I just haven't done it. I haven't done really nothing to that truck yet. Definitely a rip-off. Laugh out loud. Definitely a rip-off. What's definitely a rip-off, one-handed? Alright, so to take this thing apart, let's just unplug all this crap and whatnot. What do you mean it's a rip-off? Definitely a rip-off. That they came out with the two motors, right? One's 2000 kV and the other one's 24 kV. I wonder what the heck is if you're talking about that. I don't even know if you're talking about that. All right, so we got that off. We're gonna set that aside. We're gonna throw that away later and everything. We're gonna unplug this bad boy. This is all Velcroed in. I'll zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see more of what I'm actually doing. You guys need more light? Is this light good? Like sitting here? Or do I turn this one up? That's good there, right? Oh, it's whitening me out, though. We'll do 60%. There we go. And 25%. That looks good. What do you guys think about that light? That looks good, right? Good enough to see? I have a bunch of upgrades in my F-150. Nice. I have parts. I have certain parts for the F-150. I just don't know if I want to go crazy and full blown do it up. You know, I don't know if I want to make it more like a pretty truck and not really use it, or do I want to just make it rugged and all that crap. I really like the body. I don't want to mess up the body. The one that I have is supposedly the limited edition and whatnot, you know what I mean? Already broke off my mirrors. Ugh. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, it has a lot of awesome stuff on it. Whatnot. I have the high clearance links. Yeah, same. Alright, so let's get this thing off. This is a 1.5. We're going to take the top deck off of the battery mount here real quick. And then I didn't notice this until I was doing it on another thing, but they laser etched Endura right there. You see it? I didn't notice it until I was putting it in another one of my trucks. And we're not. Yeah, we're gonna take this off. I'm gonna go full double-sided sticky tape when I put everything back together. And whatnot. Let's get the battery out of here. And just unstrap that. And whatnot. Oh my God! What do you guys think about the? I got it. Hold on, let me show you. Where is it? Oh. The Traxxas plug for the battery. Look at the size of this thing, man. I just got this in. James, what up? What's up? What's up? You know, James, I just realized that we're in a different time zone. If you look at your clock right now, I think you have 1 o'clock. Right now, for me, it's 2 o'clock. Or 2:01 and whatnot. I noticed that the other day. You were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go at this time, da-da-da-da-da, and whatnot. Yep. Yeah, so I just realized that. I was like, oh snap, we're in a different time zone. And whatnot. All right, let's switch over to the overhead. We're gonna take off the 2 screws for the battery mount that are actually transmission screws. And on this truck, I didn't put the 2 screws back here. I have the hardware, but I don't know if I'm gonna put that back in or not. Oh, we're getting blurred up. Sorry, guys. This screwdriver is stupid. It makes everything so much easier. You're not sitting there. So if you guys want, I definitely recommend this because it's lightweight and everything. It works. If you guys are not interested in an Endura one, I definitely recommend trying to find something similar to it that holds the regular standard bit sizes. It just makes everything a world of difference. And whatnot. Yeah, Castle said it's 11 a.m. here. Holy crap. 11 a.m. That's when I just got my package. Over here by me, anyway. Ah, I dropped some. You know what? Seeing as I'm taking this off, I'm going to change the skid plate, too. Would you guys look at all these damn rubber bands that I have to hold this thing down? Because this thing is ridiculously heavy. How do I push this down now? Oh, okay. Look at it, and it still won't almost bring it all the way up. There's 3 rubber bands wrapped on to the front of this truck, and it still won't bring it all the way up. Look, we're hanging almost full flex, but it does stop. It does stop the reverse of. It does stop the reverse, so if it's climbing up, the body won't, you know, drop all the way out or whatever. 3 rubber bands, man. Couldn't believe that crap. I was like, yo, this thing is dumb heavy. Try to get around to this side. Oh. Might have to replace that screw. Oh, snap. Subs. James, you going live today? I apologize. I don't even keep track of that stuff with everybody. Or I don't know if people get mad if one live goes over another. I think I might have stripped that one out. So I'm going to keep an eye on that screw. And we got the motor loose. There we go. All right, so we got that loose. I'm gonna switch out the skid plate because I have a bigger one. Hold on 1 second. Let me get the bigger skid plate. All right. Do I want to? I don't know what. Yeah, 3:30. Current time is 4:30 your time. Oh, okay. So at 4:30. Oh, so I got time. All right, good. Yeah, I'm probably only going to be on for an hour or something. Or not. Got the Endura brass skid plate. I got it in the somewhat gray to break up the color in here and whatnot. Now the question is, I am going to put you know what's funny? They call this the skid plate, right? I believe it's actually marked as such. Or whatever, this is the skid plate. But then, what is this? The scratch plate? The skid plate cover? Stainless steel chassis armor. Oh, okay, that's what they call it, chassis armor. Alright. Alright, let's get this bad boy in here. Okay, so is it easier to do it this way or flip it? I think it might be easier to flip this and do it from upside down. So I'm gonna flip this over. Oh. Alright, let's get the body off. We're obviously having problems here. Two. Let's get that over there. So I'll be 100% honest. I was thinking about changing this whole chassis out because the IR40 is actually more compatible with the universal chassis and everything. It's not that friendly with this chassis. This chassis is for the Defender, I believe it is. So it's not that, it's not that friendly with this chassis. I don't know why. I see people writing. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get onto that. I'm just trying to get this situated. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this freaking thing too. James don't like Traxxas. Osborne, what up? All right, so let's get the top links out. Yeah, so I do have this other screwdriver, but the size difference is retarded. Like, look at this compared to this. Because we were talking about that. So yeah, it definitely helps when you're trying to break down things really fast and whatnot. Let me get this one out. I'm going to be am I reading that right? Cassie Crawler. Classic Crawler? Classic? Or Castle Crawler. I hate when I can't read the name, but that's my fault. It's not your. I'm going to be starting a SCX24 build. I already have a body. Anyone have any suggestions? Frame, axles, etc. Frame, axles, etc. MS Mofo RC has some good stuff when it comes to axles. James could tell you more about that because he actually has them and whatnot. I wanted to get the aluminum ones because I'm a baby. I don't want the nylon. But if not Mofo, I would definitely check out Mias, MUSU, Mias Racing on Amazon for a set of axles. They have some cool ones that have like extra steering capabilities or something like that. Alright, let's see what's going on. I've canceled them out. Nice stuff. I've checked them out. Nice stuff. Mofo, ugly chassis, and Mofo X15's axles. Yeah, I got the ugly AF chassis too. I'm gonna do a build on it. If you want to see what it looks like, I'll show you real quick. Give me a second. Well, this is the build that I did already, but I'm gonna do another build on it. That's the ugly AF chassis. It's called the ugly AF. I don't know if you can see it that good, but yeah, it goes this way, down and over. Let me get some more light on this thing. Hold on. There we go. Oop. And you can configure it a different way, whichever way you want. I got the battery pushed up over here, which I believe is what they recommend. The motor could have been flipped over to the front, but I would have had to move this bar, and this is the way I configured it, I guess, and everything. But yeah, it has a lot of capabilities and whatnot. That's a good chassis. I actually have another one that's what is that called? It's made out of a different material. Look at James. Love my X15s in nylon. Yeah, the nylon. Don't get me wrong. I'm that aluminum freak, man. I like the aluminum stuff, but I know a lot of people say that it doesn't slide well on surfaces and everything. But I don't know. It's just me. This does not want to come out. Let's give me a second. Let's switch over to the overhead. We're having issues with the screw here. So I'm not putting pressure on the screw. I'm putting pressure on the screw head to get the screw out of there. It wasn't playing nice. I want to get this new skid plate in here. I've had this skid plate for over 3 months now. It's just been sitting. Also looking at Mass. Oh yeah, he got some cool stuff. Pricey, but cool stuff. But it's stupid to say pricey. I take that back. It's not pricey. It's pricey depending on you. Like if you are willing to go that far out, you know, with the money and whatnot. Is that chassis worth it? I believe it is. What do they call it? Cheat code, I believe is the name of the chassis. If you look on, oh snap, there we go. If you look on Instagram, they got some chassis this company's making, and they make them out of this this nylon that's like, or is it plexi? Some type of plexi nylon, and you can almost like see through it. It's so cool. I had it on my website. I had it on my Instagram. And they come in neon colors and whatnot. It was really cool. It doesn't make it any cheaper, but it just looks cool. Come on. Another one that's stuck. Let's see. Yeah. Also looking at Mass. Yeah, hell yeah. I love all my Mofo parts. Freaking Mike. Mias Racing, yeah. James Mass is good too, yeah. Mass and Texaco have some killer products as well. Oh yeah, Texaco. That's custom. That's some custom stuff there. Come on. This thing's killing me. Come on, let go. There it goes. Thinking about stretching this truck out too. I don't know. There we go. Finally got the skid plate out. That's a brand new. Might drop this into the high trail. All right. It's nice black. There we go. All right. Reading again. All I have to go. Well, I'll have to go back and watch your build on it. Nice. Yeah, the cheat code. Next month is Proline by the Fire. So I gotta get my builds complete. Oh, cool. Strip screw. No, it's the thread lock. So it's the thread lock and you know what it is, James. So just this part of it has the threading. So once it gets out of that part, that's it. It just spins. And then from there, because of the thread lock, it wasn't just pulling out. So I had to put the pressure on the head of the screw to let it, you know. So no, the screw's not stripped at all. This is it right here. It's in mint condition still. But yeah, that's what was happening. That's why it was spinning. If you look, you see all the thread lock and whatnot. That's good thread lock dust. Should pour that into the other thing. Alright, so yo man, I rocked this skid plate, man. Definitely a belly scratcher, this truck. Yeah, skid plate is skidded. Not like my course is gentle and stuff, but I wish I could go back. I wish I could go to a big RC event. Says super one-handed. Thanks, James. Welcome down. Oh, what was that square? I seen that square pop up. Back it out. All right. Yeah, thread lock. Look. Yeah, thread lock. Okay. Endura S. Endura shocks. Let's say shocks. This whole truck is Endura except for the rims are Mofo. Everything else is Endura. Just the actual wheels. The wheels themselves and the adapters to get the wheels onto the truck. Everything else is Endura, so yeah. Oh, I don't need those screws. I have a whole bunch of new screws. Alright, let me collect these screws and put them with this skid plate. It did protect it though. I'll definitely say that. Alright, so the small ones go in the small holes here. This is gonna be forever. So this is a way to keep all your screws together. So if you have, like, you're switching something out, I would put the screws back in it. So one, you know exactly where they go, and two, you know exactly where they go. So all the screws are in there because I have the screws in the pack for the new pack. So I don't want to put the old screws, these old screws, in the new skid plate because these are already like good with this one. So that's just a tip. And like if I was able to give this away or something like that, or if I wanted to, I wouldn't have to go looking for the screws. Which I'm not giving this away. I'm just saying for other people that are able to do that. Me, I actually have another build for this thing. And there you go. Just saved myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 screws. Sweet. All right, let's clean it up. Let's clean it up. So you can use any type of paintbrush. This one's cool. It's at Home Depot. This part is rubber and whatnot, and it's short. So altogether, this thing is, let's see here, it's just 6 inches, about 6.5 inches. And it's awesome just to, like, you know, either dust off your vehicle or sweep up stupid little things where when you're working and you just don't got time to bust out your vacuum, like I don't right now. Or it gets into the cracks and crevices of the vehicle when, you know, get that dust off. I got issues. All right, let's take a look at this skid plate, man. This thing, pipe that down a little bit more. Ooh, buddy. So this thing is heavy. What is this weighing in at? 53 grams. I marked it. IR40 Dually. I knew exactly where I wanted this thing. All right. Magnetic tray to hold all the screws are nice. Yeah. Oh, snap. They definitely are. I use parts, I call them parts bins. I have this thing. It's really a soap dish from IKEA that costs $1 and whatnot. But yeah, soap trays, magnetic trays definitely do the trick as well. I will agree with that. I got so much crap all around me. Let's get to it. I'm gonna watch and put some double barrel stock on my Gladiator. Oh, nice. Double barrel shocks on the Gladiator. Double barrel shocks, that's what he said. Need a small scale of weight compress. Anyone use a Proline big bore shock? Anyone use a Proline big bore shock? No, I never have. Save it for wrench and bench, do you know? Laugh out loud. Not funny. All right. So if you're ever putting this thing together, the 2 holes always go to the front of the vehicle because the small hole is going to be this little, switch this over. You're gonna see the two holes here, so it's gonna be the one that so you see how that slips in there. So this screw just basically holds the skid plate in place. So that's going to be the small screw, or a small screw. And then we got to get these things all situated. The rubber bands are making this a little bit difficult. All right, let's get one in place. Right here, right here. I still have a shock, big bore. Still have the stock big bore shocks on the black Gladdy, and the work also for being stock. They work. So I'm not going to put thread lock on these because I don't think they need it. Which might wind up biting me in the ass in the long run. But if I see one start slipping, I'll just strip them all out and put thread lock. Plus, I believe I'm going to be taking these links out and putting another pair of links in soon, because I have the high clearance links, and I think I might be putting those in. So one or the other will happen. That's that one. Oh, sorry. Put the wrong screw. Put the wrong screw on that on this one. Urban, do you have any basher? Bashers, like, what do you mean? A truck that I beat on? Not really. I mean, yes and no. I have the Traxxas UDR, and it crashes a lot. But I don't do jumps with it or anything like that. It just goes fast. And then if I miscalculate the steer, it'll flip quick. That's not right. That is not right. Yeah, that's good. So normally I verify the screw by holding it here, and you see this one doesn't reach all the way over. So that is not the screw for that. This one is. See how it fits all the way over? I recommend the Jovi Grom. I just got one and it's awesome. I'll check it out. I'm not really into that type of RC running and whatnot. My fast days are pretty much over with the trucks and whatnot. I have the UDR when I want to go fast, and then I have a I also have a oh my god, what the heck is that thing called? The track truck or something like that. It looks like a UDR, but it's the smaller version, the 110 scale version. I forgot what it's called. Stadium. I'm not even in this video with this thing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get this thing together so I can get to the motor part already. These things are getting in their own way. It doesn't allow you to drop it down all the way. Slash, yes, Jesus, Christmas. That's it. That is the one. I think I need these open to get this on here. Oh no, this is the wrong skid plate. Oh, this one doesn't have it. So I don't know if I want to put this skid plate or the Traxxas one. What up, Urban? What up, Sliding? Sliding Sideways RC. I like that. What are you into, drifting? You check out that new associated drift car that they dropped? I've been keeping my eye on it. What do you guys think, man? This one, the Enduro one has more coverage on this thing, I believe. Yeah, I think, put this way. So this is the front of the truck down here. This one looks a little bit better, right? If I put this one goes this way, it'll cover it like that. I think this one has more coverage for this particular plate. I'm into everything. Nice. Enduro one, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna go with the Enduro one. This one's dope, but I like the way it has these slide parts right here. The only thing that sucks, that's not a big deal, but I'll deal with that. All right, let's get this bad boy in. Alrighty. Stuck on the 24th scale crawlers. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I got stuck on the 118 scales, these joints. I like the 124s, but I like these just a little bit better. This is annoying. The line up. There we go. And the screw fell because I seen it. Drop back down. Alright. Excuse me. I was a crawler guy only. Money. I was a crawler guy only. Dollar said I wanted to get any basher, but now I have a bunch. That's all good. You like what you like. I'm not gonna lie, man. Seeing certain things, like seeing the UDR, seeing that thing crash is scary. Like every time it crashes, I'm like, when is it gonna stop? But you know, at least I don't gotta worry about it hitting anybody because I normally wait until it's in the wide open. I almost hit my own truck with it once, and I was like, it's gonna like leave a dent in my truck. It literally stopped flipping right before it hit the truck and slid, hit the bumper, scratched the bumper a little bit, but like got stuck underneath the truck. I was like, woo! I was like, oh man, thank God. I'm definitely a 118 scale fan. Yeah, I like the 118 scale. Like I said, they're both pretty good and whatnot. Oh, wrong way. They're not that far off, man. 118 and 124. I mean, they are, but they're not. Like, but yeah, to each their own. Everybody's gonna be into their own stuff and whatnot. Like, I like the drifting, but I really don't want to get into it because I know I'm gonna get the car. I'm gonna hook up the car. I'm gonna make it look sick, and then I'm not gonna go nowhere. It's gonna sit there. It's gonna be a nice little shelf clean and whatnot, and I like playing with my little crawlers, micro crawlers here. And it looks like I only cut half of this off. Look, I cut this one all the way, and this one halfway. What kind of half-ass shit is that, man? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Right, so I got that skid plate in. Can I get to these right now real easy? No. I should have did that when it was detached. Why is this burnt? Must have been when I was doing the I don't know where that's from. I want to take these plates off. Especially this one. This one definitely. Hit the like button, y'all. Sure. I'm not crazy about the... Well, yeah, if you guys want to, I appreciate it. I'm going to appreciate it anyway, but it's not going to... I'm not going to be like, oh, you guys suck. Nobody hit the like button. I'm not going to go crazy about it. I've had one of the hell yeah crazy when they crash. I've had one. Oh, hell yeah. It's crazy when they crash. Yep. I used to race sedans, the four-wheel drive sedans. Basically what people drift or started to drift. But, yeah, the four-wheel drive sedans. I crashed one of those things, man. Everybody that was there, they were like, yo, that looked like a real car accident. And I hit another car, and they were like, it even sounded like it. Hit another car, wound up spinning out, hitting the wall, the far wall. And then the car just, like, went up on the side like that and just started flipping. And then when it hit, it flipped 3 times and then just skidded forever. When I got it back, the whole driver's side was ripped right out. Oh my God, the suspension arms were ripped off. What was it? I think it was like $318 worth of damage, and I needed new rims because it smashed the rim. When I hit the other car, it smashed the rim. Like, that's how hard I hit him. I was like, woo! It was crazy. And they were plastic rims. Yeah, it's a big It's a big desert truck for sure, but it's track shits. So it's a no for me. Laugh out loud. I'll go with a different brand. Laugh out loud. James hates Traxxas, man. I'm gonna make you a shirt one day, man. Traxxas hater, or just don't talk to me about Traxxas. But it's gonna be misspelled, so you don't get like, they'll try to sue you, bro. Wow, 6S. They are beast when they crash. It's crazy. Yeah, hell yeah, I can imagine. I am an armor guy. When I got back into it, armor was there. I don't know that company, just like I didn't know, oh my God, Axial and whatnot. I've talked to James about this millions of times. I bought Traxxas because I knew them from back in the days. When I first discovered Traxxas, I didn't like them. I felt like they were very gimmicky and everything. I was more of a Tamiya. The companies that I messed with was Tamiya, Team Associated, which, if you don't know Team Associated, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't even mess with Losi that much. It was Tamiya, Team Associated, and oh my God, I was trying to get into oh my God, what was that company name that made the USA one? Oh my God, Kyosho. I was trying to get into Kyosho, but I didn't like the way they designed a lot of their stuff, so it was like, eh. Other than that, HPI was a performance company that tried to drop their own car. I was involved with that and everything. Then I got out of it for years, and then I came back, and the only company that I remembered was Traxxas and Futaba, but Futaba doesn't make cars. They only make controllers and stuff like that. Which that was my main controller, like Futaba. That was it and everything. Right before I got out, I seen Castle come up, which was the first brushless company that I really noticed and everything. Let's go. Let's see. I'm an armor guy, Mike. How are you? Da-da-da. When it comes to 10th bashing, I am Troco all day bash and race. TEKNO. I don't know that. I don't know how to say that. Good, I'm at work, like always. Yeah. Armor all the way. Yeah, I didn't go armor all day as well. This thing keeps sticking to my arm. Traxxas. Traxxas. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys don't even notice. Like, yes, it's a TRX-4M ish. There's nothing Traxxas on this truck but the design. The whole thing is Endura, and I know a lot of people don't like Endura either, but not for nothing. I like Endura. Their products work for me. I make them work. If they don't work, I force them to work. What is this? That they didn't for the mud boss. Traxxas got in big trouble. Recently, Traxxas got in big trouble. Not a fan of low C. My laser nut was a lemon and money pit. Ooh, that sucks. I didn't like the armor lineup. I raced a Sinton 3S black. Blah, blah, blah. as well. Don't you love the way I read, guys? Mumbling at you guys. Anybody that needs to read the comments, because I can't. I'm not going to be able to read them to you. I hardly understand that. Yep. Stealing people's idea is not good. Oh, man. Traxxas got caught for that? No way. I believe it. I'm going to tell you right now. Big dogs will do that. All right, let's get back to this damn build, man. People will definitely, big companies, they'll do that, man. Steal people's ideas and all that crap. So I got a lot of screws left over from the, oh, these are the screws that go on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I have them over there, so I'm going to put them away for now. If I need them, I will bust them back out. Traxxas got caught for stealing people's ideas, huh? I feel Losi is hit or miss on their stuff. Yeah. I love Endura stuff. Endura makes some great parts for sure. I really like the Endura aluminum trans and gears. Yeah, definitely. They, yeah, you know, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find one of my rags and whatnot. Yeah, like, all right. So Endura is a performance company. I like the fact that they stay that, in my opinion. You know, Endura is a performance company, so I like the way that they stay into that field. They don't try to, you know, venture out on everything. But literally, if they wanted to, like this truck right here with the IR40 on it, that's a truck that they could sell. But they're not gonna. You're not gonna have people wanting to buy an $800 truck that's like, you know, what are you, 8 inches long? What are you? Not even under 10. It's 9.5 inches long. You know, nobody's gonna pay the price that I paid for this thing. And then I keep upgrading it. Now I'm putting in the brushless motor and whatnot. But for all intents and purposes, they have 3 different. They have the IR40, the Tarantula, and now the new Tarantula design. So this is what basically you would get. This is the same thing. This is all Endura except for the battery. The battery is the Traxxas battery. This whole thing is Endura. I know they put their name on the receiver and the remote control and all that crap, but it is, for all intents and purposes, from them and whatnot. I gotta put a skid plate on this one. But yeah, this is what their truck would look like if you bought an all Endura IR40, you know, including the cage. It would have the cage. So. But yeah, I don't know. But Endura does make some good stuff, and not everything is going to be great, and it's not going to be great for everyone and whatnot. You're going to have those people that have their issues with certain things. You know? Oh, that's stuck. There we go. Nice. All right. Get this out of the way a little bit there. Ooh. All right, so this is basically a motor swap. We just took off the back axle shaft, drive shaft, and then you're gonna have the 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be the 370 motor swap, or whatever that I'm doing here. So we're gonna take off these screws. They're 1.3 mil, 1.3 millimeter. Yeah. So I'm gonna put these screws on the side here. So we got 5 screws actually. That was my bad. I always forget about this one on the top. The original transmission doesn't have it. I really like the Enduro aluminum trims and gears. I'm a big fan of Trill, but I don't like Enduro. But I do like Enduro. I like Trill. James. Who wrote that? James? Yeah. I love that company. I love the way their products are made and everything like that, but let me tell you something. Can't order nothing from them, bro. It's out of stock. Discontinued. Out of stock. Discontinued. I'm like, yo, what the hell, man? They make like one batch and that's it. They shut it down. They're like, okay, that's it. We're done. What are you doing? You're killing me. You're killing me. I have some of their stuff. It's on one of my trucks over there. They make some. Oh, here we go. Here it goes. This is. This will prove how much I liked. Look, this is all except for this, because Trill didn't make it as long as they did on the. Wait, no, this is not it. Wait, what truck is this? Where's the other truck? Oh no, that's not it. Hold on. Hold on. Trill. Alright, don't judge me. My body doesn't fit right, but I love... It does fit. It just takes a minute to get all the wires up in there. This is brushless. This is an FMS. Full build. Alright, it's a tow truck. Trailmater style. As you can see, I have the rims, the tires that I just put on this dually. This is... I pulled this truck out. Now, this truck was not made for performance at all. It was made just to try to get the tow truck look going and everything like that. I did not make this for performance at all. But if you look, this is all Trill. This is Trill all day long. Look, you see? The lower suspension. I just got the front suspension links. They're over there on the bench. These axles were so much better designed than anybody else. And now RC all-wheel drive has these axle designs and everything. But Trill had this first. So this is the design setup and everything. But this is all Trill, except for the tires. The tires are mofo. I mean, the wheels, the rims and all that. But yeah, look. Trill. I love that company. I like that company a lot. I just could never get anything from them. That truck, all the parts on that truck, I bought back in, oh my God. What year was that? 2022? Something like that? Was it? Wait, what is it? It's 2024, 2023. Yeah, at the end of 2022, beginning of 2023, I bought all the parts for that truck or something. It was around there. Because I had it for a year. I had the parts at the same time that the TRX-4M came out. Because I got into it, and then a month later is when I bought all the Trill parts. So figure that out, the math or whatever. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Mad stuff going on. Trill is awesome. Same. Seems like they don't make as much 1/24th, 1/18 scale stuff. They do. If you're talking about Trill, or if you're talking about Endura is doing 1/18 scale stuff right now because it's the hot thing. It sells. I hooked up my UTB 18 with a bunch of Trill. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Trill right now. Yeah. Maybe doing only 10 scale stuff at the moment. Most likely. Nice. Heck yeah, Hugo looks killer. Thank you, thank you. I like that truck. It came out. Any thoughts on the new FMS camel rigs? Those orange ones that are like 3 different sizes? It's a gimmick, bro. It sounds gimmicky. It's like, this is peanut butter with peanut butter, and then this is peanut butter with crunch. It's gimmicky. Damn it. Like, what's the point? But if you want to get them, get them. You know, to each their own. There's people out there that like to collect things too. I'm just not that person. Okay, what do we got here? I think they are awesome for sure. Just about to order one. Oh, the camel, the FMS camel rigs. Yeah, if you're gonna get them, man. You don't need, man. Let me tell you something. If y'all buying yourself something, you ain't need nobody's approval. I'll be honest with you, you don't even need your wife's approval, because unless you're not, like, you know, taking care of yourself and you know your stuff, then you should reevaluate, you know, issues. As long as you're taken care of, food's gotten and all that other stuff, and kids are taken care of and all that other stuff, and it's, you know, extra, yo, by all means, man, don't let nobody tell you what you want to get. So it's irrelevant if anybody else likes it or not. All right, so we got the 2 screws, 1.3 mil. That is very, very small right there, but supposedly this motor fits with this. I think this is a 9 pinion. Look at the size of that chunky, funky monkey. Look at this screw. It's so fat. I'm going to call it the fat. That's why they call it the Fat Viper, because it got the fat screws. This is the first time I've taken out this 370 motor. All right, so we got 370 motor, Scarface Killer. I'm going to call this motor because it got hit. I don't know how the hell it got hit, but okay. 370 Scarface Killer motor. All right, nice. Disco and the Range Rover are my favorite. Yeah. I only have one FMS, and it is a K5 Blazer. I got that FMS. I got this. I got 2 FMS trucks, because you guys seen the other one that's over here in the corner. It sits here and everything. I got that one. Do I have 3 of these or 2? I have 2 of those. I wanted to modify them all up. I did that. And then after I did that, I was like, I'm not getting these trucks again, because I don't like, again, like how they configure the plastics and everything, and they make certain things. Like, for example, I'll show you guys right here. This whole situation right here and how that's designed, I don't feel it too much. Like, I'm not, you know, a huge fan of it. The skid plate, if you wreck and destroy the skid plate, you need to buy a whole new chassis. Not too happy. I mean, I don't do no competition stuff or nothing like that, but if I did, that would definitely not be the truck. Definitely not be the truck. Not happening. Where's the screws to this thing? Here we go. Nope, that is not the screws to this thing. Where are the screws to this thing? I got it. Relax. All right, here we go. Oh, the screws are chunky, funky monkey. Oh, this is different. This is different. This is so different compared to the other motor. I don't have the other motor out of a vehicle right now, but this pinion is definitely different from the other motor. It's definitely different from the motor that this thing is. So I believe this is 11 and this is 9 teeth. I am not going to sit here and try to count that. I don't have my glasses, so that's not happening. I like a good laugh out loud. They modeled them after the real camel tropic trucks. Oh, you see, I didn't know that. That's cool, but I still wouldn't want them. That they're modeled after realistic trucks. Crawling is our therapy, for real, right? For sure. We do not know each other, but we all have something in common. Oh yeah, definitely. we like seeing these small little things scratch themselves across the rocks and be like, yes, it made it. It made it. You're over there screaming to your wife and she's like, what? And you're like, my little truck made it over the rocks. My wife was smiling at me the other day because I made, like I said, the video is going to be coming out this Monday. I made a small rock course on top of my washer and dryer machine because I don't really have room because I live in like an apartment. This thing is being a pain in the neck to get on here. I actually bought the screwdriver that they recommend, which is this right here. Yes, I have another IR40. I think I'm getting rid of my tarantula and making another IR40. That'll be another live or something. I'm not feeling the tarantula buggy too much, so I don't really run it that much. So I want another IR40. Throw this away. Yeah, so I did the rock crawling course on top of the washer and dryer machine. And I was testing this truck out. And I showed her, you know, like after I did that live where I got the steering back working. And I was showing her and she was smiling at me and she was like, you're so funny. And I was like, what? She was like, you're just like, out of everything in the world, she's like, you got a couple of crumpled rocks on top of our washer and dryer machine. And you're just ear to ear smiling because your truck is making it over everything. I was like, yeah, you're right. It was the truth, man. It was fun. Especially when the dually makes it over stuff. It's like, wow. You know, the other truck, it's, you know, it's to be expected. Like, it'll eventually get over. It should. There's no reason why it shouldn't. This thing, when it makes it over there, which is almost the same build, just a little bit of differences. I don't know. It still surprises me. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, that's dope. All right, so I'm definitely going to hit this with thread lock. I don't know how far down I'm going to go with this. Let's see. I think I'm going to go. Okay. So it looks like I don't have to go crazy getting this down to the bottom, but I definitely want to put thread lock. Sorry I didn't show you guys what I was doing. Let me zoom out a little bit. I was just sizing it up. I wanted to see how much this went close to the other side of the plate, which it looks like I got about like 2 millimeters away from the plate, so that's dope and whatnot. For sure. I subbed you as well, Cass. Those gears. Oh, what's that? I'll check you out, James. We are like little kids. Hell yeah. I don't see what's wrong with that. We don't grow up. Our toys just get bigger. Hell yeah. That's the damn truth. It's a great hobby. It is. I like messing with the RC cars. You're good, Hugo. We got what you're doing. We get what you're doing. Yeah, right? No, I know. Everybody that's watching now is, you know, definitely knows what they're doing as well. It's funny because I used to be into fish. I used to have a lot of aquariums and everything. And so I'm just dabbing on some thread lock on this right now. So I used to be into fish, and I just recently stopped working the night schedule, so I started working the day schedule. And I've seen, you know, there was a place that I went to, and next door they had a pet store, which was a fish store or whatever. So I went to check it out. So I've been checking fish stuff out again. My wife was like, "You gonna get a fish tank?" I was like, "Nah, I don't want to get. I want to get back into it, but I don't know." I gotta stop doing things that drain my money. I gotta start doing things that make money. All right, so that's good. All right, so I got it about that far down. Looks like about 1 millimeter underneath and about 1 millimeter above. And we're gonna just tighten that up right here. Oh man, this screwdriver definitely makes this so much easier. I can't tell you how tight that is right now. So that's good tight. So this is Endura's 0.9 millimeter Allen key. And you can see where the snub screw stopped and everything. Yeah, man, this thing is pretty good. Definitely worth the buy. Happy I have this to add to the collection. So that way I can throw away all these. I was keeping all these. I got like 4 of these now. And I was like, just in case if I lose one. But now I'm going to get rid of 3 of them. And then I'm going to hide this one somewhere just in case if something happens to this bad boy and whatnot. But 0.9 millimeter, man. Very difficult number to find outside of the RC hobby. There's definitely not a lot of people that make that one. I'll tell you that. All right. It's a great hobby. You're good, Hugo. We get what you're doing. I've had African cichlids. That's what I had over 20 years. Mad funny. Aquariums are awesome. I keep getting bigger and bigger ones. I'll be honest with you, I maxed out. I had 180 gallon, 150 gallon, and then I had a oh my god, what was it? A 55 gallon I ended up with. Those were the last 3 that I had. And I had them all at the same time. And the 180 gallon and the 150 gallon were connected via the sump that I had underneath the 180. Awesome setup. It was an awesome setup. I loved it. Yeah, I just felt like it was time to move on and do other things and whatnot. So let me see where. So when you're doing these motors, we always got to watch, like, you see how those 2 holes line up? Those 2 holes line up, but I'm getting a hit right here. Yeah, and plus African cichlids are awesome because they look like saltwater fish. Everybody thought I had saltwater tanks and whatnot. But I had every cichlid you could think of. I had the parrotfish cichlids. I had the Oscars and all of them. You know the ones that are colored? They look like a zebra. No, not a zebra. A giraffe. I had those. I just never had a Jack Dempsey. I had the other Green Terror and whatnot. I just never had Jack Dempsey's. All right, so that's not lining up because the wires are hitting there. So let's see if I turn this way. Is it facing too far up to clear anything? All right, so I'm gonna do a mock-up. Let's try to do a mock-up here real quick. And whatnot. That's funny that other people had the same type of fish that I was having. That's big. I've gone through 2 cichlid tanks and 2 piranha tanks as well. I miss my fish. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird. Like, a lot of people, they're like, "Oh, why do you got fish instead of dogs and everything?" Yeah, I don't know. It's just a different animal, man. It's straight up just a different animal to have and whatnot. You gotta have them I guess to understand more or less why you, that's the wrong way. Oh, there we go. All right, so we're mocking this up. Looks pretty good from here. Looks like it's not gonna touch these rubber bands. That's cool. But the problem is that this is gonna go here. And then the top plate is going to be close. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna try to position this where I get this wire low down here. And then I'm gonna see if I can maneuver it another way. I wanna yeah, man, it's a different thing having fish. I don't know why. I loved my fish, man. I had to stop at 75 gallons due to apartment size. Yeah, definitely, because you got to consider the weight. Like, the weight of my 180 was over 1,500 pounds with all the water in it. And I had a sump, almost the full length of the top fish tank. So that was like 2 tanks. The weight, a lot of people don't think about the weight, man. The weight is serious. You got to really think about that. Like over here, I think the biggest tank that I could get would be a 90 gallon. That's it. Anything over a 90 gallon, nah, I wouldn't do it. But I've been thinking about it. I don't know, man. And I know a lot of fish. I know I could go right back to my old fish store and he'll be more than happy to help me out getting back into it. Jacks are mean. Yeah, Jack Dempsey's are mean. Territorial. Cichlids in general are territorial. But if you do mix them up a lot in one tank, it does confuse them. Unless you have a female in there and you get that one dude that'll just kick everybody's ass. And he'll do it. I've had that happen. I didn't even realize I had females in there and I was like, that's it. I had to home in, grab each fish, and me and my wife had to go through them and we sexed every one of them. And I got all the females out. I was like, oh my God. You know what that is, man? You got to drain that 180 down to about like 4 inches of water. Pain in the ass. And then I had the core. Oh my God. Pain in the ass. Those dudes are fast, boy. Cichlids are fast. All right, let's see what else I got going on here. The place I love at new, the big enough. The place I live at now is not big enough for tanks. Yeah, sometimes that's unfortunate. It happens. And whatnot. That's like me. I won't get anything now. I won't get anything smaller than a 75-gallon tank. And it has to have a sump. I don't want no other. I want a sump and I want a 75-gallon tank. It's going to be that size or bigger. Anything else underneath, I won't even bother getting it at this point. It's no, not happening. So that's why when my wife asked me and I told her, I was like, nah, not really. You know, I would definitely put a 90-gallon in here, especially this apartment. It's very like dry. The air is dry and it would help with the humidity. Man, yeah, my tanks are crazy. The purple color on the motor is awesome, right? I love it. I love it, and it matches the build. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I always liked purple and whatnot. BRB, I need more coffee. Laugh out loud. I just had coffee before I started the live. Not funny. Go do your thing, James. I need my Monster Energy. Monster Energy. Firemouth and silver. Several cichlids are silver. Firemouth and Savannah cichlids are mine, as is, well, but my flower horn were the real, were the roof of the tank, were the, yeah, flower horns are no joke. They'll fight. They'll kick ass. I always say it's because they got a headache because of the nougat hump. Well, the nougat balloon, I should say. Yeah, it's mad funny. So I live in Long Island, and if you guys ever seen fish stuff on YouTube, predatory fins. They're based in Long Island now. They used to be in Florida. They moved to Long Island, but they're having a lot of trouble with the town, which just pisses me off. So they're not open to the public per se, but I did get a sneak peek into the facility. It was amazing, man. The fish that they had, oh my God. Beautiful, 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 beautiful setup. And everything. I left my information there. I was like, yo, if I could come in and help you guys out, like, definitely down to do it and whatnot. If I do that, I'll definitely show you guys pictures and whatnot. I'll throw them up. Yep, the more, the bigger. Yeah, hell yeah. I do monsters as well. Tested, but I'm ATM and broke. Mad funny. I got a Rockstar today. Gotta have a canister filter. Gotta have a canister filter? Nah. Don't get me wrong. They do their thing, man. But with the canister filter, you got those tubes running in, right? And then you got the heater, the thermostat, everything else. I automate my fish tanks. So everything is in the sump underneath. So the top is just straight up fish, and you see the water coming in and out. That's it. But don't get me wrong, like I said, man, each their own. I twigged that thing out, and it's perfect. I also like to tinker with things a lot. You can do so much more with a sump and everything. And I like biomedia. So I have the moving media where it cleans itself out and everything. This turned into a fish thing. I stopped messing with the motor. We're freaking nuts, man. But yeah. All right, let me get back into this thing. So I'm going to position this thing on the downward angle that I had. Where is that at? It's going to be that bad? Wait, let me see. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, that doesn't... Yeah, where the hell is the holes? What the hell happened? The holes are right there. Oh, okay, it's not going to go this way. All right, let me try the other side. That should work right there. Perfect. All right, let's get... I wonder if I should put a dab of Loctite on these. Just a dab, right? We'll dab it. Yeah, I definitely like sumps over canister filters. Not because I'm one of those people that it's a nitrate factory. I started with canister filters. I just prefer the sump over the canister filters. 100%, because you get to mess with it more, and it keeps the tank, more clean of equipment. And not for nothing, but it also helps you keep your hands out of the main display tank, because anytime like I needed to test the water or anything like that, I never freaked my fish out because I was able to do it from the sump. So I just had to open up the cabinet, get my water samples, test the water underneath and everything. Because if I ever tested the water from the top display tank, the cichlids, they are ruthless, man. They always think that you're feeding them. You come near that tank, they're like, mine. They're on you, man, on you. Which I used to love, because if a fly got in the house, I was like, I dare you to land on the water. I always, anytime a fly got in the house, I opened up the top of the tank, and I was like, I dare you to land in the thing, and they would get them. My guys would get them. Boy, what? Cichlids love flies, bro. That shit is crazy, man. I was like, woo! I seen a fly. It was horrible. So have you ever seen the movie Pitch Black with Van Damme and all that? when they grab that woman, when those creatures grab that woman and they're flying away with her and they're ripping her apart and everything like that. That's how the fly was in the fish tank. That was like, it was horrible. Oh man. All right, so we got this bad boy set up on a downward angle. I got to be careful because the mounting brackets, that's one right there. So I might have an issue. I'm going to leave it right now the way it is. I'm going to put the screw in there, and then I'm going to bend that forward because this motor is going to be, this is the front of the vehicle. And everything, I'm going to clean off some of this debris that we got here from the thread lock and whatnot. Yeah, definitely love my fish tanks. Gotta have a canister filter. What's funny is I love to go fishing also. I'm gonna tell you how common that is with certain fish people, especially the ones that have the bigger tanks. Yeah, Fluval. Yeah, Fluval's the #1 company when it comes to filters and whatnot. You need a aquarium channel urban. I used to have one. It was called Angry Bubbles and whatnot. I deleted it. That's how I lost my other urban channel and whatnot. Saw a guy use a solder cap to but lock tight in them deep and them drip the screws. What? Oh no, yeah. I got the water caps that I use and whatnot. I'm not doing a whole bunch to dip them in. So that's why I just put them directly on the screws and whatnot. But yeah, if you have a lot of work to do, the water caps are easier to get because, I don't know, me and my family, we drink a lot of water. So I have the water caps and they're, they're disposable. You throw them away and whatnot. But that's when you're doing a lot of screws. What axles are you gonna run on the build, Mios? What axles? Axles? No, all the axles are Endura. These are the Endura 4mm extended, 4mm plus extension axles. So 4mm on each side, bigger than the standard axles. So they're wide as they could be and everything. And that's just basically the whole axle setup and everything on this one. I actually bought new inner axles, so if I snap them, I'll show you guys right now. So yeah, because I've been taking this on the rocks, it gets stuck, and man, you got to see these tires fold. I gotta do videos of it. Oh man, it gets stuck, and I just put the pressure on it with the regular brushed motor, and I get nervous. I was like, man, what if these things snap? I don't have no replacements for them. The inner axle, the axles themselves, these rods for the rear. So I bought 2 sets for the rear because I have 2 trucks. I have this one and I have the other IR40 build and everything. And then I bought 2 sets for the front. So if they break, but these things, where's the other piece? Oh, there it goes. These things are pretty strong, man. I got to throw down some video. I've gotten them in some bad situations where, the tires were like completely folded because I have the inserts in here, the Endura inserts. And the tires are just like, and I'm like, it's gonna break the axle. It's gonna break. I'm waiting for the axle to break. The axle didn't break, it winds up moving the stones instead of breaking the axles. So I'm like, holy crap. Like, I'm going to break something one day. So now, I don't know what's up with this, but it has a lot of left to right movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out and try to build it in this side. So, oh, okay. So I just need that one gear right there to see how close. That looks perfect. So I'm turning the whole outer housing of the motor. That looks perfect right now. So I'm not going to move it. So just try to get it as much as you can in the middle for the left and right. If you want to do your own adjustment, how I recommend it is obviously just put a piece of paper in there and then try to get it as close as you can, tighten it up, and then leave it alone. And then that's how you test it. You put this one gear in there and whatnot. So let me just get this snug down now because it looks good. Oh, just trying to snug that down. There we go. And it's funny because it just so happens to be that the 1.5 mil that runs everything on the TRX-4M is a purple screwdriver. All right, so that's good to go. So now we're gonna close this puppy up. We got all this stuff here. We're gonna line everything back up. You know what? I'm trying to spin it and get it to close, but it's not cooperating. All right, taking it apart. Hold on a second. Let's get this. I think it went too tight to the gear. So I'm gonna loosen it up and try to push it over a little bit. There it goes. Oh, that looks crazy tight. Nope, that's perfect. All right, let's try to hold it as still as we can and tighten this up. Oh, that one over spun. All right, we're good there. All right, so now let's take this part out and we're gonna put it in on this side. Oh, the bearing's having problems getting past the gear. That's what it is. I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon because I think James is going live, and also I am getting hungry. What's the axle? Love those axles. Have you ever ran Mias axles in the past? No, not yet. I want to do a build with all Mias, but I haven't gotten to it. Mias is fire. I've got Mias wheels. The only thing that I have Mias is the... I'll show you guys right now. All right, hold on. Let me just... Ooh, this is tight. What is that? Hold on. I'm getting... Oh. You heard that? That sounded horrible. Oh. What the hell is that noise? That was horrific. Horrific. That sounded horrible. Is it because there's no dang grease on these things? Let's try setting this up again. Okay, so what's happening is it feels like right here, 1, 2, 3. Feels like there's something binding. So I'm gonna pull these. Oh, is it the? Oh, hold on. Dang it, I didn't look at that. So what I think is happening is that the gear is actually hitting the. Yep. So if you guys can see, there's the snub screw. I think the gear is hitting the screw. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna take this all apart and back it down and whatnot. I was wondering, I was like, yo, what the heck is that? And I think I stripped this screw out. Yeah, this screw is garbage. This screw got stripped out. So we're gonna throw that one away. We have 2 more, 3 more. Or no, we have 2 more that come in the kit. I have the Endura plus 4mm as well, but I'm thinking of switching to the Mias and getting some shafts. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, by all means, why not? The build quality is about the same. So this is, let me switch over. This is the Mias truck that I have. You know, people know this build. I can't remember the name of it and whatnot. So I wanted to put nothing but Mias parts on here. I know I put Endura wheels and wheels and rims on here, but I wanted to get the Mias axles so I could test them out and, you know, try it and make this a Mias build. I still have that in mind, so there's nothing being done to this otherwise, and it's just staying like this for right now and whatnot. So when I get the opportunity and I get to buy Mias axles, I want to put them on here, front and rear and everything, and then the Mias links, the Mias drive shafts and everything, so I could try all that stuff out. So when people ask me, you know, oh, what do you think about the Mias products and everything like that, I could be like, oh yeah, I have them. You know, so I figured it would be cool to go onto this build because this is a Mias frame chassis and everything like that. But I love the way this truck looks as a buggy truck and everything, and I want to get Mias suspension. So basically everything Mias I want to make on this truck. I just don't have the money for it right now, and every time that I do have the money, I wind up spending it on things like this, upgrades, because Endura's always got me on my toes and whatnot, which is not a bad thing. So I'll just keep it moving that way. So now we're getting the 0.9 joint. I'll be back in an hour. I'll be live. Yes. For the 4:30 your time. No, 4:30 my time. Yeah. The mash off. The mesh off. Heck yeah, then TRX-4M Ripper. Yep, that's the name of the truck. Thanks for sharing with us. It'll make it easier when I install mine. Yeah, so this thing probably has to drop down all the way to the bottom because that screw was definitely hitting. So I would just drop the pinion all the way down to the bottom of the motor. What is that? The motor itself, the shaft or whatever. All right, so that's in there. Let's get this back. Which way did I have this? On this side? Yep. Let's get this back in there. And then we're gonna grab another one of the screws. Definitely be careful with these screws because they strip easy. Any motor screws normally strip easy. I don't know why. Always had that problem ever since I started the hobby. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, all right, so what I'm doing is I'm pushing the motor all the way over to this side. Where you're looking at it this way, it's over to the, what is this, my left hand, right? And then I'm gonna nudge over to the right shortly, like right there. I'm gonna try to hold it right there and tighten it down because I think that's exactly where it needs to be for the for it to be lined up decent with the gear. Definitely be easy with the tension. Try not to strip this out again. Let's get that in place. Nice and smooth. And we got a little bit of wobbles with the gear, so we're good to go. So the gear is not crazy tight. It can move on its own. Close it back up. Nice. Very, very nice. All right. I'm going to waste the time and put the grease in it. I know James is going to be going live soon. So this live has got to end. I got the grease. But I don't want to go back into this truck later, so I want to grease this up now. Grease for metal gears. A lot of people ask me, this is the grease that I'm using. All right, so let's get the grease going in the gears. The grease definitely helps with the noise reduction, but I believe it also helps with movement. And whatnot. I feel like, I don't know. I like, I don't know. Some people say I over grease things. I don't care. Everybody do what they do, but I do what I do. And so that's one. Take this grease gear off. It has some kind of grease on here from Endura. Looks to be like some type of little white grease or whatever. That's fine. I'm going right over it with my grease. I don't think they're gonna fight. And if they do, I think my grease will win because of pure, just more of it. There'll be more of it. It's there. It also makes the transmission sound so much better. Like stealthy. Whatnot. I found fishing reel grease works good. Fishing reel grease. It's probably waterproof. That's probably why it works. You know, grease is grease, man. Grease will work. I don't know what the difference is between the metal gear grease and the plastic gear grease. The only thing that I can think of is that one's corrosive to plastic, I guess. I don't know. And that's a lot right there. So we're gonna scoop some of that off. And then we're gonna put this guy in here. Line that up. There it goes. Go ahead and get this guy all done up real quick. This would have been over if I would have stood on track and stopped yapping, so I apologize. But I had fun. It was awesome. Everybody talking about the fish. Bring back some memories and whatnot. All right, so we're good to go there with the grease. We're going to put this together. Now, some people I did hear say that if you put too much grease, it could cause seizing. I can't comment on that other than I don't think that would be a thing. I mean, it might, but I don't see how grease could seize. I mean, I guess so. Too much of a good thing could be a bad thing. I know that, but I don't know. I would just try to keep it away from the bearings, if anything. Hopefully not. That's not an issue. All right, so we got that done. Let's get the transmission back together because we got it greased up. So we're gonna put the first screw right here, right on the top. Second screw on the bottom. Red Cat Fusion. Yeah, I still got it. Haven't done nothing with it. It's been sitting there collecting dust. I gotta take it back out and go. It's been so hot that when I get home, I don't even want to go out and whatnot, which sucks. I gotta get out today and go ride my bike. I would like to. All I keep doing is gaining weight. Alrighty. So this is pretty much done. Were those the screws? No. This screw definitely doesn't go here. This screw would go here, if anything. Yep. Yep. The screws are sized, and this one goes here. Can hardly hear it. Oh my God. $108 last week. Where I'm working. Oh my God. I think the highest that it got over here was oh my God, 98, but it was supposed to feel like 100. So I can imagine 108. Damn that. That screwdriver can't break screws. It can, but what I do is if you hold it lightly, right? So look, I'm gonna unscrew it. I'm holding it lightly. I'm gonna just keep my finger down. You're gonna see it's gonna spin in my hand because I'm holding it lightly. So you see the way it spun in my hand? So when it spins in my hand, you see my finger got off of the button and whatnot. And then that's how much it tightened it. It's not. So, yeah. It can break screws if you keep it, a firm hand on it. When you're screwing back in, keep mindful that you're screwing you're screwing back in. So you don't want to keep firm hold on it. So you just lightly, again, look, I'm going to do the opposite screw on the other side. And then again, I'm just going to hold it. So you're seeing it spin in my hand, rotate, and that's it. It's screwed in. Which actually gives it a good tension, too. So you're not over screwing it or anything like that. So, and you can do that with any screwdriver. You just need to learn the screwdriver, like how it functions and everything. When I first got this, that's what I was waiting to see if I could do things like that with it, and it works awesome. This electronic screwdriver is great. Definitely putting thread lock on this thing. We gotta go soon. James is gonna be on. Currently 75 now. Back at home. I live in a beach city. Oh, nice. Right now it's about 80. I think it's 88 or 87 right now by me. Oh, okay. I thought it was like... Okay, I thought it was torquing out of your grip. No, no, no. I'm doing that on purpose, so that way I don't strip the screw. 100%. See? And then that's it. Yeah, I do that on purpose. Definitely do it. That's why another reason why I like it, it's very grippy. Like it's this matte finish. I don't know if you guys can see it. It feels really, it feels like you're holding a tool. It's not flimsy. It's not, it doesn't feel like it's cheap and everything. And it has a delay. Like, look, I'm pushing it down now. It has literally like a 2-second delay from when you push the button. So, and then when it stops, you can actually use it as a screwdriver and whatnot for this, you know, light application. For a heavier application, I have no idea. So, don't ask. All right, so we got this going. That's going to be this way. So I have to set up the. I have to set the. Oh my God, what is that called? Oh my goodness. What is that called? Have to set the phase. Couldn't remember what it was called. On the axles. So I'm gonna set the phase on the front axle first. I think it's easier. And then we'll do the rear. So both screws are facing up. That basically sets the phase on this while you're putting it in place. Then that's basically what you just got to do is just keep the screws up on the front and the rear. Then you look at the front and the rear and so screw right there, screw right there. So it's in phase. The axle is in phase. I'm gonna flip this over and drop this into place. It looks like it's not sitting. Doesn't want to sit right now. I might have to drop the plate out so that way it'll sit where it's supposed to. So we're gonna take the screws off the plate. This is probably gonna run into past 4:30. If anybody has to go check out James's stream, by all means, go right ahead. I'm gonna just finish this up, so that way the whole thing's on recording and whatnot. So I took that off to try to get this flush. Looks like it's having issues letting the transmission not on the overhead. So the transmission's having issues fitting inside this square piece here, where it looks like I got it in, but it doesn't feel like it's flush. Oh, that's broke. Oh, it just popped out again. So it's not affecting the rotation of the motor. And it looks like it's flat on the plate. So I'm gonna throw some screws in real quick. And the screws for that, I believe, are here. No, these are not. Yeah. There's one. I need the bottom plate. Here. Yeah, so it proved to be really tight getting the transmission to fit in between this skid plate. So now it's flush. The screws got it to get flush into there. And check the rotation. Looks like it's still good. Very, very quiet. Sounds like a damn stealth motor. Almost. We got one more screw to put in on this side. That screws in. Now let's get this. We're gonna get the plate back on. Actually, since these are off, we're gonna tilt this forward and get this thing. Okay, let me see. Currently 75 now. Good idea. Endura needs to support you. Yeah, I would like Endura to support me because I would be able to do all the videos, but I need to write them. All right, Hugo. I'm gonna get set up for my live. Have a good day, y'all. All right, James. See y'all in a few, James. All right, everybody. If you definitely want to check out James's live, go right ahead. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you guys suck and everything. I'm not gonna stop recording because I didn't finish. So if anybody is watching this to see it finish, I'm just gonna keep going and whatnot. But if you guys want to bounce back and forth or just go ahead and support James, by all means, I definitely recommend it. If you're still there, drop your link. Everybody has it though. All the people you know, I know right now. So yeah, definitely if you guys want to, by all means, go right ahead. Oh man, this thing is jacked up. All right. If anybody's here still, tell me. I don't think this is gonna make a difference. This one. All right, so I don't like this one. This is the. All right, hold on. Let me show you guys what we got going on. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find it. Is it over here? Did I leave it over here? Yep, they're right here. All right, cool. All right, so my personal opinion, this is very similar to what I had on there. I'm thinking about putting the Traxxas one on. It's gonna say TRX-4M, but it wraps itself around the front. Let me open this up and show you guys why I'm putting this one. I'm not asking. I'm gonna tell you guys that I'm putting this one and whatnot. So this is the one. This one here comes with this skid plate that I'm using, the Endura skid plate. All right. So this one is very similar to what this is. All right, so that's the front. As you can see, they're about the same. And then the rear, the only thing is this one has a relief cut, so this will break off and bend easier. This one bent, and that's why I don't want to use it. And how it bent, it got snagged onto a rock there. This one, so as you can see, the bottom and then the top. So you see all that coverage. So I'm gonna put this one on this truck. And not only that, but as you can see the rear, so this is where the screws go. Those are leveled right there where the screws go. So you see how much this one comes back down, and it gives coverage for the actual axle here in the back. So let me zoom in and show you guys. So if I drop this down into place right here, this is where it's gonna sit and cover, just like that. So this is not gonna get stuck going in reverse. It's gonna slide and go over, and then in the front it's going to push. This provides the most armor, I believe, and then this provides the better armor for this particular skid plate here. So I'm going to go with this one and whatnot, because like I said, I believe they complement each other and whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and put this one on. I actually I didn't purchase this for this truck. I purchased it to use it again because the armor was like ridiculous. It's armor. It's straight up truck armor. So let me angle this way and try to line up these holes. Something's happening and it's not working. That one's lined up. Nope. All right. Whoop. I can't see what's going on over here on this side. Go up. There we go. I know you guys can't see it because I can't hardly see it. So I'm just trying to angle to get this thing to mount. I think I got it. There we go. So what's happening is that it's having trouble because I have this crazy, oh my goodness, it won't focus. There it goes. Because I have this crazy chrome brass front end on there. So it was like being a little bit weird, but look at that wraparound. It's so stupid saying that way. But you see how much that covers? This complements the build. It's retarded. It's gonna take a lot of hits. So that's definitely, I'm happy that's in there now. We're gonna just drop this in and go ahead and put that skid plate on. That plate is sick. Yeah, right? I have this on my Defender. That's why I knew about them. I found it in this hobby store that the guy gets everything Traxxas. If it's not, he doesn't get anything that's other performance company unless it's Traxxas. So I went into the hobby store and I'm looking through. He had a bin that he allowed you to look through at the time. And I'm looking through the bin and I found that plate. I was like, yo, that is crazy. I'm trying to get this thing lined up right now. So I seen the plate and I was like, yo, that's crazy. They made their own plate. It was a skid plate. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. Then I found these. They're sold separately. You buy the skid plate separately from the axle covers, from the axle armor for this stuff and whatnot. And I was like, yo, that's weird. I wonder why they do it like that or whatever. But yeah, when I found it, I was like, yo, that thing is sick. What's going on here? That definitely don't sound right. Oh, there it goes. Mad funny. It was, it was cutting into the thing. That's funny. It was cutting into the ball end. But yeah, so look at that thing. It's a tank now. So I got to get the rear one off. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off here so I can get the rear one, because I want the rear one on. So this thing will be all protected underneath and whatnot. So the only thing that I don't like that this one doesn't have, that this one had, was the extension right here for the axles, to protect the axles a little bit more and whatnot. But I'm willing to sacrifice that to protect the, you know, the middle piece and whatnot, the pumpkin and everything. The only thing that I really don't like about putting this one on the back is because I put the rear, I made the rear red on this truck. So you see how it has the rear pumpkin cover? I made it red on purpose so that way, you know, it looked cool and everything. Now this thing is going to cover it up and whatnot. We'll see how bad it covers it in a minute. Our local like has a bunch of awesome spots, including a RC airport. Oh wow, nice. Come on. All right, give me a second because I gotta. There we go. That one's in place. Yeah, this thing is covering. Maybe I should cut it. I don't know. I might cut this later, just for my own purposes and whatnot. I crawl in a flooded pond hole and dig in our yard. Oh, nice. Alrighty. I'm just trying to get the links back in, and then I'm gonna look to see how much that covered up what I was doing. I have a few spots 15 minutes away. If all else fails, I set up some old aquarium rocks and inside. Yeah, it's not funny. That's how I first started crawling. I set up some of the old aquarium rocks that I had. Now what I did was I passed by a construction site and they had broken cinder blocks. So I grabbed a whole bunch of that crap. Oh, it doesn't look bad. You can still see the red. But I might cut that off right there. I don't know. No, right? Leave it. So you see where the line is to the other line? That's where I'm thinking about cutting it off so you can see more of that red pumpkin. Or should I just leave it? I think I might leave it. Because if I come in reverse and it hits, it's definitely going to protect it. So these plates are awesome because look at the way it protects. So if you're sliding here, it'll slide, hit this, and then slide instead of dig in and stop on that axle, on that rear axle and whatnot. That's why I really like these. These are gonna make a big difference and everything. If you guys are interested, this is for these particular ones by themselves. I got them for $13.49, and that's the number. All right. Skid plate, axle, front and rear, stainless steel. So that's the number, $97.65. If you want those. If you want the skid plate that comes with it, that is somewhere. What's up, Bug?
What's up?
What are you staring at?
I said, what's up?
Oh, but what are you staring at?
You?
Why?
I'm trying to see if you need help.
Oh, no, not yet. All right. $97.66 is the plate cover that they have. The plate cover is not bad. It does do its thing. The Enduro one just fits this build better and whatnot. I definitely do like it. So let's get back to this bad boy. We're going to put the upper deck back on, which is here. I'm going to go through the Enduro. Now, the only thing is, this is the highest bars that I have on the upper deck, and it looks like if you try to put it too far forward, it's going to hit the motor. All right. This does include these spacers, and that might work. The spacers might work by putting them on top and then going over and everything. So if you need them, use them. If you don't need them, don't use them. This got a lot. Get some of that off. So I just did a whole thing with this truck, and it does require this thing to be like more forward. So I believe here that'll work with the spacer here. So you can see the gap. See the gap underneath? So the motor spins. And then right here you can see the spacer that I added on. You can put the spacer on the top or the bottom, it's up to you and everything. So when you do buy these, they are equipped with 4 of those spacers. The other 2 are supposed to go in between here, and then you're supposed to put the screws in. I didn't do that. I might go back and find the screw kit that's specifically for this this riser, and I might put those in. Oh, I dropped that. Where did I have those? Alright, it's the third one. So I'm going to slip the spacer in and get that right there. And I'm going to screw that down. This screw has too much thread lock on it. It's being stupid. So we're going to grab another screw. And we're going to put the other screw on. Hey, what's up, Troy? Looks good as is. Yep. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it. Take care, Urban. Get that thing out for a test for sure, so we can see how it's running. Definitely will do later. What's up, Troy? All right, so that's everything is clearing. the motor. It's looking good. And I just realized what I did. I used all the screws that were for the truck for this to attach to here. I can't. I used all of them. 1, 2, 3. Where's the other one? Alright, I'll do that later. Alright, let's get this thing rolling. We have to get this speed controller now on here. And then got this, and this. Alright. I want regular double-sided sticky tape. I'll find screws to put on this. That's fine. I have 4 right here. This is my receiver. All the rubber bands look good. Let's get this out of here. I need this thing. Take that. Once again, I'm going to let everybody know James is going live or is live already. If you guys want to go check out his live, I'm not going to be upset. I just want to finish recording this one so that way it's all down on video and everything. So what I really want to do is zip tie this down. So I'm going to switch the steering servo underneath the motor wire here. And then so the motor wire is there. There's a little slice in the thing right there. I'm going to put a zip tie to keep that servo wire away from this motor spinning. Now, when you're doing stuff like this, always, before you zip tie this thing all the way down, just, oh man, this thing is flipped. Oh, I gotta take it out and spin it over. Hold on. So anytime that you do a zip tie wiring, zipping a wire down, just make sure that it has the mobility that you need it to. So like this one's the steering. So when I extend up and down, it needs to be able to flex. So right about there looks good. I seen somebody wrote something. I'm gonna come check it out in a second, or check it out in a second. So right before I tighten it all the way up, checking the mobility again, that looks good. With this zip tie right here, it's going to keep it away. It's going to keep it away from the motor spinning. And then we're good to go right there. Excuse me. Flush cuts is going to get that good. Flush cuts. Alright, who's this? Super one-handed. Alright, I'm off to jump on James live. Hope the brushless kicks ass. Oh, it definitely will. Thanks a lot, Super one-handed. Definitely appreciate you stopping by, hanging out. Enjoy. I will see you guys over there once I'm done this joint. So, go do your thing, man. Alright. So now I'm putting this on with regular double-sided sticky tape. I cannot find my... Of course, I can't find my scissor. I only wanted to record for an hour, too, so... I don't know. Probably 2 hours? Why?
Nothing. I was just curious.
You judging me?
A little.
What's the judgment? Let's say this. My daughter's judging me. What's the judgment?
I thought you were on the phone, and then I realized you were recording, and then I thought you finished because you were quiet, so I was gonna come out and eat, and then I heard you start talking again, and I was like, how long has he been doing this?
I can't. Some people live stream for hours, man.
I know. I just don't understand how he could do it. It's impressive.
Well, all you got to do is leave the camera running and do what you do. So basically, it's the same thing as if I was just fixing this on my own. You just read the chat. Or attempt to, anyway, in my case.
Do you think someone would live stream themselves sleeping all night?
They do that! Are you kidding me? There's people that sleep live streaming that watch me sleep. Like, what?
Should you get someone to do that in real life?
They do that in real life. I'm serious. Google it. You'll find it right now.
No, Daddy, I mean someone doing that in person.
Somebody that you know? What do you mean? That's what you mean. Somebody that you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that somebody better pay the freaking the what is that called? Cable bill. That's a lot of data. Watch me sleep. There's people that do that. I'm telling you.
I could never do that. Mainly because I would be too paranoid.
People want to see me snore and scratch myself. Sure. That'll be my
They
thing.
have to keep turning the volume down.
Yeah, right. Please, I'll have messages. You're gonna die in 5 days. You have sleep apnea. Like, Jesus, thank you. What did guys do umpteen years ago when they were snoring that had the same problems? Oh, I think I'm gonna put this one this way. Oh, snap. So normally I lay my speed controls this way. I think I'm gonna lay this one this way. Oh, whoa, that's too close. Let's back it out a little bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna lay it this way. Have my wires basically like this. Can I go around this pole? Let's see. The best part is, imagine, because I know I do it when I sleep sometimes. Imagine you're watching somebody sleeping and they fart. It's like, and then people are like, "Oh my God, that's amazing! $10." That'd be funny.
What's worse is that you're right.
Right about what, the $10?
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course. Please, they probably will fall asleep with a note. If I hear coins ringing, I'll fart. Okie
I don't even know, being like, you better not have the coins ringing. I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, right. All right, so I'm gonna fasten this down right here. Oh, almost out of frame. Just looked at my confidence monitor. All right, so this is gonna be good right here. So it's a solid double sticky tape. I wrapped the wire around for the motor, so that way it would basically stay in that position. I think I'm gonna attempt to do the same with the steering servo here, and then I'm gonna wrap and go underneath the motor wire, because I want to try to keep the wires clean a little bit. There we go. Alrighty. So that's like that. So that'll reach up there like that. So that's what it looks like. Boom. Not bad, not bad. Oh, who's that? JORGE. What is that? Hello, I'm watching from Spain. Oh, wow.
either Jorge or George, but I think it's Jorge.
Jorge or George? It's probably Jorge. I don't know. Jorge or George from Spain. What up?
Spain, that's far.
Yeah. All right, so that's all done, wrapped up there, real nice. What I want to do is, like on my other IR40 build, I have the power button sneaked in right here. So I'm gonna try to switch off and do that. I gotta get the double-sided sticky tape. What is that? They glued it and it left residue. This is brand new. All right, so let me get another cut of this. Gorilla tape. Alrighty. Thanks for answering. Why wouldn't I answer? Spain is far. Are you cooking something? Oh, you did make something already. She's gone. All right. So I want this down here like that. Boom. That's going to go that way. We're just trying to figure out the wire selection right now. This is going to go right in front. So it doesn't look like I'm going to have a lot of room, because usually I run the wires through the middle and everything. Let's go to the overhead. All right, so usually I run the wires through the middle, back and forth, so it doesn't look like I'm going to have room to do that. That's fine. But we're going to fasten this one down right now. So we're going to rip off the backing of the... My son is glad. Oh, cool, man. Thank you guys for watching. All right. So now I got to get the body on to see if the body fits, because when the body, what happened before, what I found out was happened before, when the IR40 was closing, I had the top plate too far back and it was pushing up against these two little black pieces here. So that was giving me an issue, and I thought it was a lot of the wiring, and I ripped a lot of my wiring out. So I don't have lights in here anymore. So let's get the back up and running, and we'll get it back attached, and we'll see if it's if it gives any issues or anything like that. All right, so I got 1, 2 there. I need 2 other screws for the back to hold on. I used those other screws for something else, so I got steel screws. I don't really have the steel screws, but taking those screws there. 1, 2, 3. All right, sweet, 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 sweet. All right, so let's get this lined up. So I have long screws and shorter screws. The shorter screws I'm putting in the front, and the longer screws I'm putting in the back, so that way that can handle the majority of the pressure and everything. So let's turn this around and get this going. Alrighty. All right. So now I don't know if I think I'm gonna have to go into the speed control system and set up for this to set it up for this motor, because this motor has a lot more Kelvin than the other one, I believe. Can't remember what the other one is, but yep, I'm having issues. All right, so let me just take a look at this. What's going on? All right, so if you can see through the window, which you can't because there's a glare. If you see through the side window there, you see what's happening? The wire's getting stuck. So that means the top plate is just a little bit too far forward. So we're gonna pull up the screws and pull it back one space. So I got that screw out. Let me get this other screw. Before I take out the other one fully, I'm just gonna put this one back in. Oh, nope. I was trying to do it to not drop the spacer, but I did. Alright, so I gotta angle this in the way that I can get the spacer back in. And then I believe that's where I need it. Nope. Don't screw it all the way down. Okay, so I got one, two, three, and then it's on the fourth one. So we're gonna rotate this and we're gonna see we're 1, 2, 3 on this one. So we want it on the fourth one to give the space. Oh. Getting it on the screw would be nice. There, it's on the fourth one. All right. All right, so let's see. It's not perfect. Now it looks like it's, nope, it's good. Looks like it's good. Trying to pop that off. Okay, so now I want this here, but I'm worried about this wire. Okay, let's do the overhead. All right, so this wire coming out is for the control system. I needed to make sure that it doesn't touch the motor, because the motor is going to be spinning. And then this button, because everything moved now, if I push it up all the way, it's going to be touching the motor. So I need to space it away a little bit. Do I have more room on this side? Yes, I do. I have a lot more room. Sorry if I wasn't showing you guys. So this is the front of the truck. On this side, I don't have as much room as I thought I did with this particular motor and transmission combination, but I have a lot more room on this side, which is awesome. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna curl the wire and then we're gonna heat it up, and that's how we're gonna use it. So I'm gonna grab a thing here and we're gonna wrap it around. I don't know which camera would be easier to see this. There you go. We're gonna wrap it around and then we're gonna heat this up, and we're gonna, that's gonna be set up for this to go right here, and that's where the power we're gonna be. I'm gonna get my heat gun because it works better than a lighter, in my opinion. Alright, so I got the heat gun. You can do this with a lighter. It does work with a hair blow dryer, it just takes longer. and whatnot. Just be very careful because you can burn yourself and get hurt. So yeah, like I said, just be careful. So I can feel the heat on my thumb, and that should be good enough right there. When you touch it, it should be really warm. Then you want to cool it down. And then when you release it and it's cooled down, it pretty much stays in that configuration. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around like that and zip tie it right there. So that looks good. Wonder if I could put the antenna right through all the way. Nice. Nice. Alright, so I got the antenna through. Alright, let's peel off the bottom plastic. The bottom double side sticky. We're gonna fold this guy right underneath. Right on the corner. And stick it up. Perfect. Alright, cool. That worked. Alright, so this is the power wire. We have the power wire here. This is the front of the vehicle. On the bottom of the screen, power wire is here. I'm going to unplug the motor wire. Right? And then I'm going to lay this across here. And what I want is this to go underneath the motor wire. And then I'm going to plug the motor wire back in. So that way this is like basically hooked, just like that. And it'll still allow me to see the indicator light. And then this, I think I can go this way too. Okay, we're going to unplug the motor wire again. And we're going to get the steering servo from the back through that way, and then everything is underneath the motor wire right there. Perfect. And then one to steer, two to burn, two to burn, one to steer. I can't remember the saying. Two to steer, no, one to steer, two to burn, or something like that. There's a saying that I don't remember. But this is going to go in one of these sides, and we have enough slack that it's just going to fit right up and go in. One to turn, two to burn. That's what it is. So that's in channel 1. We're putting the steering servo in right now. Right like that, and it looks good. It's tucked away. All like that, and it actually has enough to get this down, and it's not in the way of anything. So that perfect. Looks very, very good. Then on the opposite side, you can see the on-off switch right there. And then we're going to take care of this cable right now. So we're looking good. Where's my... There it goes. Put this thing on here. Alright, so we're going to curl this wire up now. So that way it looks a little bit better than what it does. Alright, we'll switch over to this one. Trying to take care of the wires too, because my builds, I rush them and then I leave them, and I don't like the way things are looking. I did try to put the loom on some of them. I don't like the way it came out. So I'm just going back to the old tricks of doing this. And heat that up. Okay, that's enough. Burnt my finger. Alrighty. That one looks good. One to turn, two to burn, so that's in channel 2 right there. And not for nothing, that's nice and neat. These look like garbage, but I'm gonna leave it like that for now because this one just stretches all the way over to the thing. Alright, let's see what we're gonna do here. That wire. This is that's the antenna wire. I'm not gonna mess with that too much, but I'm gonna grab a battery, test it, and see if we got some juice, if it has enough juice to run. 31% is alright. It's not great. Where's there another battery? We got another battery up here. Let's test this one. 70%. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. So we're gonna get the battery in the position. Looks like the battery is hitting these wires a little bit, but it's not too bad. So we're not gonna go crazy about that. Here's the battery wire, the battery cable. Let's get that locked down. Come on. Alright, so we're good to go with that. And we have the battery adapter here, which I'm not too keen about this. I mean, it's cool because if you're running something different, I guess it's just, you know, whatever. Alright, so I have the controller here. Let's zoom out so we can see everything. Alright, so the truck is elevated right now. It's not sitting on the floor, so if the tires spin, it's not going to go flying off of the desk. Right? They do say to set your trim to 0 and everything. I'm going to try to turn this bad boy on. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to go take it over to the bench and reset the calibrations. So if I have to do that, I'll bring you guys and I'll show you how I'm going to do that and everything. Turn this on. The motor is not, oh, the motor's connected. And it's in reverse. It says normal here, so I want to change all that. And we're going to change it to follow the Kelvin on this. So what we need to do is take out this piece right here. And we're going to go over to the computer and plug this in to the computer. So now, just how they say how to do that on the Enduro website is we're going to be turning off the vehicle, the plug that goes from the MBL32, so the speed control, the EC, what's that, ECU? You're going to take that plug out, right? And then we're going to plug it in to this piece. If I put power to this right now, you see that red flashing light? It has to match up to the white. The white wire has to match up to the red light. Or you just put it in this orientation where all the guts are showing, not the back piece like this where it's plain. So you see how it's blank over here? You look at it this way, and the white wire has to go over here on this side, right? So now we're going to go take this over to the computer, and we're going to plug it in and see what's up. I'll meet you guys over there. You. All right, you guys can hear me. Sorry, it's so loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. It looks like it's really loud. All right. So now I'm over by the computer. I got the truck right here. All right. I'm gonna pull up, or I'm gonna plug it in first and see if I can pull up the systems. If it turns on by itself, that'd be amazing, which I doubt it's gonna do. That'd be too easy. So without losing you guys as a connection, I'm gonna try to find the actual is this it? I think I got it. All right. So let me pull back up the thing, switch this over to desktop. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So we got full screen on the desktop. Connect. Oh, no, wait, what? Let me see if this. Sorry about the feedback. Oh, whoopsie. So it's really weird. It's really weird trying to set this thing up. This is basically how I had to connect before. Oh, there we go. I'm going to close this down, but I'm going to make it bigger so you guys can see. What is going on? Device is already open. Oh. I forgot I have to turn it on. So I'm still trying to do it. It's freaky weird. All right, I'm unplugging and plugging it in again. The car is on now. Have the green light. It's making noise. Let's see if I can do this again. Did I mention that this part is not easy? It's annoying as hell. I'll bring this down so you guys can see it a little bit more. Sorry. So I'm still trying to plug it in. Give me 1 second. So I have it plugged in. I press the button. The green light is on. Nothing is on the other thing. Let's see if I can connect it. Device is already open. Did not connect. Why? So I'm going to close that and try to open that again. Where is it? Select the port, which is 9. Usually it's in. This connection piece might not be any good. Let me go get another connector piece. I don't know why this is not working. Did not connect. And now it's not responding. All right, let me go try to grab the other. I have another adapter, and let me see if that works. It's just not connecting to this one for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Did not connect. Am I missing a step? What is going on? And I have a screenshot of the settings that they said to set this thing up to. So let's see if we can get this thing to work or not. So I got a different one here. Plug it. Now it's acting really different. Let me close that. Definitely doing something wrong, which I don't understand. All right, I'm unplugging the battery, unplugging the speed controller, I'm plugging the speed controller back in. Now I'm plugging the battery back in. Did not connect. This thing is stupid. No response from ESC. Down here it says it's connecting. Over here it says did not connect. I don't know what's going on. This is so stupid. Come on. I'm sitting here with my mouth open, like you guys are not watching and stuff. But everybody's backing out. They're like, he's frozen. Because that's not how it goes. I'm trying different gateways? I don't know. It's not. Oh. So now I'm questioning if it's the data cable itself. We having fun yet or what? This thing sucks. 7. Still trying to figure this stupid thing out. I'm gonna have to get another wire here or something. Let's see if this wire will do. Let's take this wire out. Plug that into here. No, that's not. Oh, not responding. What's up, Osborne? Everybody's on Jimmy's live, James's live. If you want to see them there, I'm like stuck in a loop trying to get this stupid thing programmed. It will not connect to my computer for nothing. Now I'm literally gonna go check Enjora's website and see if I'm doing this right. I was watching till it was time for me to leave work, and now I'm back. Appreciate you, but yeah. I'm just stuck trying to program this thing. It doesn't really... Okay. Plug the motor in, plug the battery in. Turn that on. Hold up. Oh, they did it different on this one. So that's the issue that I'm having. It's wired different on this one. All right, let me bring that down. Hold on. Let's do the damn steps. Let's bring that back up. Let's see what they did. Gotta spread the watch hours around for everyone. Yeah. Right? I'm trying to get this done so I could go over there and watch as well. All right. So now it says, while unplugged, to plug in the ECU, ESC, turn on the ESC, take the plug, and the black wire goes to the red wire. Connect. Port 9, I guess. Select a port to connect. All right, so we're going to try from the beginning. Did I do something different? All right, so plug in, turn on, plug this in with the ground wire over to the red, and then go and turn on the Not connected. Close connection. Go to 5 or 8. Did not connect. Nope. I'm so hungry. This is really pissing me off, man. It won't connect. Did all the same procedures that I said to do. So disconnect now. Unplug. Let's watch the video again and do it one more time, the way they're saying. Take that, plug it in. Got it. Red light plugged in. You guys can't see it, but it's plugged in. Motor's already plugged in. Plug the battery in. Press and hold the ESC. Oh my goodness. Plug the battery in. Press and hold 1 second, then the button turn green. Black wire to the light. Okay, so now I'm plugging it in. Press and hold for 1 second. Now I'm plugging in with the black wire to the red light. Oh, I didn't watch the rest of the video. Oh no. Who the heck is this gumdrop? Then you go and install. Have all that installed. Unless do I. was really annoying. Oh my God, I finally got it. 3 hours later, everybody's gone. One person's here. Unreal. So now the settings that they say this change is the top one is 15. This is set to 3. The KV on the motor is wrong. They say to set it back down to 2340. It's 24, so they say 2340. I'm gonna put it to 2420. I'm gonna put it to 2380. Damn that. The next one. Motor poles, it says to bring it down to 14. Let's see what the video says. So turn it on, you get this thing. That's at 1367. So they say to bring it down to motor poles to 12. Oh, no. It's already at 12. Before using the MBL32 ESCN 2204 motor, please adjust the MBL32 settings accordingly to the parameters of the 2004 motor as detailed in our program guide. Okay. So the motor 2020-04, that's the model number, I guess, which ranges from the 2000 kV to the 2400 kV. They're saying to set it up this way. To do 15, here they want you to do 2340, 2340. On this one right here, motor poles, they want you to switch this to 14. So that's 14. Then 100. This one can't be touched and stuck on 24. Then this one should be 5, 10, 15, 7, 10. So after the 24, it's 5, 10. This should be 15. This 6 should be a 7. So we're going to move that to 7. And then this bottom one is a 10. Okie dokie. So now, scrolling over here, reverse rotation, because the remote motor was running backwards. So I'm going to definitely do that. Then we have here, which says flash. Connected, load firmware. We're just going to go here and save settings. We're going to go ahead and load firmware. Oh, no. Input. Save settings. Oh, okay. Every time I click save settings, it throws on lights are flashing on the actual module. So we're going to disconnect it, and we're going to see if it goes in the forward rotation. So let's close connection. Pull this guy off. Turn off the ECU. Plug this in. I can't believe that it took me so long to get that to figure out. Well, not that was aggravating. I'm trying to plug back in my Stream Deck. So give me a second. Now I'm gonna unplug the truck. I'm gonna go head over to the desk and see what the heck happens. All right, so I'm gonna be right back. Oh my God. Like anybody who stayed through all that, you're amazing. Anybody who left, I do not blame you. Plus James's live is going. Just want to show you this real quick. So this is a screenshot. I'll show you this way. This is a screenshot that I have of the parameters that they want you to set this motor by. I took this screenshot, I believe it was on it's on YouTube Shorts and whatnot. So if you're wondering where I got that from, that's basically where I got that from. Chats, okay. Yeah, like I said, anybody that left, I'm not upset about you. All right, let's turn on the remote control, which has been on, and I think that might have been given an issue. All right, we got everything is set up, except for this is not plugged in. I'm gonna plug in the truck and press the power button. Okay, now it's still red. We're waiting for a green light. We got a green light. We got forward rotation because I hit the reverse rotation on the setup, so I didn't touch this. So this says neutral, so it's running the right way. You can see the motor's running forward, motor's running back. It seems crazy smooth. All right, let's get this bad boy in, and I think if I put these this way, yep, my lights are running. Alright, so we're going to tuck all those wires up. We're going to get this bad boy down. So now I'm having an issue. It's not closing. Something's binding up. I believe it's the battery terminals. Yep. Alright. So we have it closed. It's really tight in the back. It felt like the truck jerked, but it didn't. So this is how much play I have in between the gear or the transmission. All right, let's see this bad boy do the wall climb. Oh my God, look at that slow-mo. I'm gonna set the slow-mo on the trim. Right there. Wow. Let's see if it'll go over this by itself. I'm not. Look at that mush on that tire. So these have the inserts and they are vented. I vented them. The mush on that tire. That's crazy slow crawl. I just have the throttle set right now. It's still going. Look at that mush. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yep, somewhat. These are vented with the inserts as well so that they can contour and grab onto the rocks. Like I said, this truck has been doing a lot of things that have been amazing me. So the other side rear tire is just touching right now. It's conforming to the foam. And it's going over. Alright. So let's go back to 0 on that. And once I see the motor stop moving, motor is not moving. Perfect. Let's go up. This thing don't care. Yep. Alright, I'm definitely gonna go take this on the rocks real quick, but before I cut this video off, because it's done and everybody's over at James's channel, which I don't mind, we're gonna do a weigh. We're gonna weigh this sucker real quick. My phone is dying. Alright. Where is the app? I'm extremely happy with everything. I'm not happy that it took so long for me to get the stupid program going. I lost a lot of people doing that. But any which way, that's not that. That's the Fury Tech thing. So far, I have it programmed the way they said to program it. I'm going to see how it works. I want to beef up one of the programs and everything. So let's get this going on. So if you're confused with this saying left and right, and I'm facing it, this is the right side, this is the left side, while I face it, what they say to keep it always right is pretend that you're the driver. This is going to be the left side. So this is the driver's left side. So the driver's front is the left side, left front. So left front, right. All right. So we are connected. Yep, we got weights. All right, let's get this thing centered up somewhat. And this is full running weight. The only thing that's missing right now are the lights and everything. So again, I'm gonna take that off and I'll drop that back down. Alrighty, so what are we looking at? If it stops glitching, we're at 54% in the front, 46% in the rear. And that's with the dualies. So that says a lot and whatnot. 552.9 grams in the front, 475.4 grams in the rear. Right? So with a total weight, cross weight of 1,028.3 grams in total. Alrighty. And then left to right, I'm off a little bit, which I'm probably off a little bit because the transmission is leaning over to one side more. And that's going to be, or maybe not, I don't know what it is. But it's basically saying that I'm 51% and 49%. So if I tap it over to the right, I wonder if that does anything. No, it still comes out at the same. So for some reason, I'm a little bit heavier on the left side and whatnot by 24 grams. Nope, sorry, by 20 grams. 524 grams on the left side, 504 grams on the right side. So by 20 grams, I'm off, which is significant. I wonder what's throwing it off. Well, not everything is pretty much the same. They're the same inserts and everything like that. I wonder if the weight is in this side. Oh, do I have the weights in this side? Oh yeah, the left side says 278.3 grams. The right side says 273.2 grams. So I wonder what's missing. Did I put the wrong bolt in or something? All right, so that's the weight of the truck. Yeah. Thank everybody who stuck around and everything. I'm sorry about that crazy long gap on how to program it, but the program is in now and it is running crazy slow. I'm gonna go do some test runs. It doesn't care. Awesome. I'm gonna go do some test runs on the little course that I got built. And see how it goes. Alrighty. With that being said, this video is done. And thank you guys for watching. Later.